Hey guys. It's been a while. Excuse me. And I woke up to this beautifulness. This morning. And I guess I just wanted to mark a new beginning, a fresh start, also a return after being away about a year from this channel that I didn't quite know I was starting because I don't really understand channels and stuff. But I just wanted to share this with you and tell you about my dream last night. Because it's still, as I just came out this morning, I looked out and I was like, oh, there's fresh snow. We had a little bit the other day, but it wasn't fresh, and I didn't get out in the freshness, and I haven't done that for a while. It's been a bunch of hard years. My whole life has been pretty hard, honestly. So it's hard sometimes to get out. But really this last year in moving. But you see, we've landed in this beautiful place, and we're building something here from the earth dreams up, so we're taking it slow. But here's a little taste. But I heard someone say recently, very wise woman, she said, when a man stands in the snow, all will be revealed. Something like that. And so I woke up from this dreaming and I thought, oh, I think I need to go stand in the snow, yeah? And there's something very similar about when a man stands in the snow and, sort of when a woman lays on the earth, or any, a man, a woman, sort of, when a being connects with, not just connects, when it enters, remembers, participates in the relational, the other as self, the service to all things, not just self, which there's so many pressures, the way this world has been run for so long, that really pitch us against each other and really invite us to, they require us to serve ourselves first, in a way, just for survival. And as I stand in the snow, and as I have lain on the earth and visited the earth and listened, especially over the past, probably 5 years, there's been messages coming in a particular way that I receive them, which is, I think, very earth-based. They're cosmological too, but never disconnected from earth. And when we're, earth is cosmologic. So as we connect to earth, we connect to all. As we connect with cosmos, we connect to earth, because they all are connected. And we all, it's just part of that trap. That we've all been in, is the trap of service to self and disconnection, fragmentation from our relatives, all of our relatives. And I mean not just our ancestral relatives, our blood kin, but all our relations, all of the people, the trees, the wildcats, the bears, the soil. mountain, stones, the sweet doggies here. We have 3 now. They protect the animals. They're like livestock protector dogs. That's what they call them. But they're all part Great Pyrenees, and you can see here up here the horses munching away. It's cold, so give them extra food to keep their metabolism burning. Anyway, so when a man stands in snow, look at this beautiful place. Here they are. There they are. The beauties. Can you see them all? There they are. All 3 of them. I wonder if I can. They're inside so they could be undercover at night. Usually they're out just grazing all over. Well, it's winter, so we have a bit of hay for them right now. But it's this relationality that is a key, remembering ourselves in the cycle of birth and death. Remembering ourselves in relation to all things. All things. And I don't mean this only like I've been talking, like the cosmos and the earth and the water and all the things that we need to heed, but also all things in ourselves. The joy, the shame, the terror, the doubt, the beauty, the singing, all these things. So anyway, I had this dream. So that's what this is about. It's about healing all of this and healing the ruptures in our bodies and our souls in between all of this working. Because we're not the political level of things, the sociological level of things that we've been manipulated through trauma a lot of times, and confused. But really the trauma that exists in our bodies over generations is part of what makes us susceptible. We were still connected. We wouldn't buy any of that stuff. We would just be like, doesn't resonate, no. Or, so we need to recover this. And this next year or 2 is, a lot's going to be shown, and there's going to be a lot to process and metabolize. And this last year was hard, but this coming year is going to be hard in a different way. So, excuse me. So, I just have these, fragments of dreams, and sometimes, I think this is a common thing in spiritual circles, that we share our dreams that are magical or special or whatever, but all of our dreams put us in touch with a place that is real, just as real as here now speaking with you, and there's a way that our consciousness has been completely skewed toward the waking life and our dream life, including our daydreaming and our night waking, right? Some pursue the, lucid dreaming and being awake in the dream. Like these can pierce each other. And that should be kind of normal, not a special skill. So it's not something you need to develop or we need to develop, but it's something that is a sign of reconnection. So this, I don't know, I'm kind of just thinking about this dream with you right now and with the snow. I was dreaming about all my shoes. I don't really have a lot of shoes. I mean, I don't have a lot of, my kitchen is full of stuff, but I don't have a lot of clothes. I don't have a lot of makeup. I don't have any makeup right now, or creams, or I mean, I have a lot of books and I have a lot of weird ceremony stuff. Or maybe art stuff. Same thing, really. It's also remembering, reconnecting. Art and ceremony. The purpose of art. The art of ceremony. The ceremonial purpose of art, the art of ceremony. Okay, so I was dreaming about my shoes. I see if I can get back to it. I was dreaming about all my shoes, and it was like there was heaps of all these shoes, and actually there's this one pair of red sandals that I do have that I probably have only worn like 3 times, but they're sort of these incredible shoes. They're almost like you just can't wear them all the time because they're so special. They're not really that, I don't know, they're just sort of clog sandals, so they're high, so you get sort of you get extra little bit of height, and they're very kind of strappy, a little bit strappy, not super strappy. They've got thick, so they're kind of like this. Anyway, those were in that heap, so they're the only shoes I think in there that I recognize. Maybe there's this other pair of boots that I got when I was like 23 or something in Belgium. I've kept them ever since. They're really cool boots. Anyway, but I was like, it was like part of the dream was like everything was a jumble. It was just like these heaps and the thing that when I woke up kind of in the middle of the night, the dog needed a drink of water, which happens once in a while, and then to go out to pee, and so I was interrupted. I was having a hard time sleeping, and you can hear the goats, eh? Everyone's in barns overnight, and I'm out before everyone else. So fed the horses, but those guys haven't been fed yet. That's my sweet Miss Fia will do that. So the thing I remember about the dream is that the thing that kind of solved my upset, because since we've moved to this place, it's very beautiful, as you can see, but it's also a little bit haunting, and it's, Fia and I were talking, they're like, it's kind of tragic somehow, and I don't really know why or how. There's like, it's like, it's a very strong place. And we've been living here at this land since like about 4 months. So October, November, December, January, so 4 months. So it's still new, and we've been in this town for about a year, almost a year. Well, we didn't get here till end of April, but we decided to move like early February, late January, and so it all seems very destined that we ended up here. Okay, so the thing about the dream was that it was like everything went from a jumble. Like I had to sort through all of these shoes. It sounds really dumb now that I'm telling it. But like I had to sort through all of these shoes and get them organized. It makes me, and as I was waking up in the morning, I thought, oh, maybe this has to do with my dissertation, because some of you know I'm in the final stages of writing my dissertation. I hope. It's pretty much drafted and with my committee now. But there's still some pieces to, get straight. And, with all this, like, it is a very personal thing for me. I think it always is, but people are more or less honest about that. I just like having this mountain in the background. Can you all still see the mountain? It's so beautiful. Look over here. This mountain is our guardian. And there's 90 acres here, and this is where the healing center is going to be. From the simplest to the most difficult trauma. This is okay. So my phone died there, and I'm not even really sure what I totally was saying or said, but I know I was talking about my dream, and all the animals are getting really eager to be fed, and so I'm going to wrap up. But there's something about right now about taking the heap, the jumble. I think, I was saying it relates to my dissertation, and that's what I've been doing, taking like a jumble and aligning it and placing it and organizing it and preparing it to share. And the title of my dissertation is "The Earth is My Elder." And it's really about, a method, a process, principles for guiding, cultural restoration, ceremonial restoration. I guess cultural restoration of ceremonial healing, and specifically it's a personal thing, like for me, and how do I do it in my position? With very few, with just kind of remnants and not a lot of family or community input or guidance or teaching. But so really excavating deep in myself and in the world, and putting it all I'm kind of coming full circle and putting it all in this document, and about how describing, unearthing, presenting how the earth is my elder and the earth is our, and what I have learned about the term elder, when I speak about the earth as my elder, it's like the earth as my medicine teacher, the earth as my ceremonial, my guide to ceremony and vision, and my question has always been how, not just what are the traditions of my ancestors on my father's side, also on my mother's side, but the big gap for me and the one that feels important has been on my father's side. Not only what are those things, in particular the temazcal, the sweat house, the rebozo, these the women's blood ceremonies, not and wisdom. Not only what are they, and like going and learning and kind of harvesting from what is still available, but really my question has been like what was the psychic alignment and posture on all things, toward all things, with all things, that was drawn forward and offered in community and offered as protective, and how were those ceremonies drawn up from the earth and down from the cosmos together, and how do we not just restore but get to a place where we're listening and offering in a good way, in the case of like decimation or exile, or so that's so I've really relied on the earth and earth messages in that process to guide me, and it's brought me here to this place, and so that dream, there's also this last year for all of us, there's been so much. It's all kind of a heap, and there's a lot of division and fear and a lot of self-righteousness, and I think that well, from my dream, as I'm standing in snow, what it feels like it's a time right now. There's like it's kind of like at solstice when, the light goes from growing or expanding light, and then it shifts to, we're coming up toward the equinox, which is in a lot of places more where the timing of the new year is. Hey baby, here's Tani. Hey Tani. We're kind of, this is almost like a spiritual purification time before spring. So, March 21st is, I haven't checked exactly. Usually that's the day where things shift. So we're kind of we're about to enter the moon cycle, the complete moon cycle before that emergence, and it's a time to take the heap and just start slowly, one pair of shoes at a time, to start slowly going through and placing them in some order, What do we know for sure? Like, what do we know? And to then the things that we don't know, or sometimes the things that we know, that it's like you come to stillness and there's just a few things that you really know. And it's kind of that time to just be like, what do I really know? And there's very few things that any of us really know. And the biggest thing is that there's a lot we don't know. I know that there's a lot that I don't know. To restore our right relationship with all things, which is that of just kind of simple being withness. And from that place we can sort all of the events and all of the fear and all of the pressure and all of the loneliness and all of the good intentions, get to their root and put them in their piles, and it's gonna feel better. That's what my dream told me. It's gonna feel better when they're all, and this is the time. So that's I think my return message for today. So I'd love it if, I think I have 2 subscribers or something on this channel, but I'd love it if you want to, I'm going to keep coming. It's time to start coming out and share. So please subscribe, I would love that. Love to start being connected in this way. And there's also, you can join my newsletter through my website, and I'll put a link below. And you can hit the bell so that you can hear about, you'll be alerted when I post something new. I'd love to stay connected, and in these times, it's important. So bless you. Remember to remember. Take it slow and start your sifting. Go to stillness and start your sifting.